Happy rainy Saturday, everyone. I hope your morning is off to a good start. I wanted to share with you what would be the minimum you would need to do nutritionally to support your immune system, to keep healthy. And many of you are working from home right now, so you have the time to develop new, healthier habits. So let me encourage you to do that. Try and do one new thing that you kept telling yourself over the years. I just don't have the time, I have too much work to do. Whatever the excuse has been, this is the time now for you to make some new healthy changes. So let's take a look. What would I recommend? So if we take a look at breakfast, many of you have cereal in the morning, or you have a bagel and cream cheese, or a dry bagel. Whatever it is, nothing comes close to having a healthy, plant-based protein shake to start your day. Please make sure that it's not a whey protein, that it's not a soy protein, because those two types of proteins would not build up your immunity. Okay, so make sure that it's either a pea protein, a rice protein, a hemp protein, just anything that is a plant-based protein powder. And by starting your day off with protein, we now know that protein is very critical to keep our immune system strong and healthy. Most of you are very good about starting your day with a healthy protein smoothie, but there's also a whole bunch of you that will not go near a protein smoothie in the morning. So I really want to take this chance to tell you, please, if you did one change in your nutrition, it would be to start the day with a protein shake. And what else would I recommend in addition to that? Because we know we need to be nutrient healthy, the two reasons why people get sick, it doesn't matter what the sickness is, you name it, whatever virus it is, whatever bacterial infection it is, the two reasons why we do get sick is that we are nutrient deficient, we're not getting all the vitamins and minerals from what we're eating in food, and that we have built up a toxicity issue in our bodies, whether that means the liver is on overload or the gallbladder is on overload. It could be any one of those reasons. So how do you maintain a healthy nutrient level? So the protein smoothie is one way to do that. And if you happen to have a protein smoothie that does not have any vitamins in it, then you need to add a whole food multivitamin to your protein powder to get all the nutrients that you require to be healthy so that you're not nutrient deficient. So that is really, really important. Some of you may not have access to fresh, vegetables or salad at this time. So adding a greens powder to your smoothie would be a very good thing to do. Just make sure that it's organic. That's very important. If you don't want to put a powder in your smoothie, you can take the greens in a capsule form. Like chlorella or spirulina. So there's many other ways that you can get your healthy greens in your diet. A third supplement that would be very critical in keeping our immune systems balanced at this time is taking a probiotic. And you cannot just go and get any probiotic. You want to, again, make sure that the probiotic is dairy-free, because there's a lot of probiotics on the market that have dairy in them, or that have soy in them, or that they're grown on a medium of corn. So we want a clean probiotic that doesn't have any of those contaminants in it. So a probiotic would be another supplement that you would want to add to your regimen. A fourth supplement, because some of you have anxiety issues or depression issues, or you tend to be negative thinking all the time. Magnesium is your biggest friend. So adding either a magnesium powder to your smoothie or taking magnesium as a supplement, as a pill, would be another option to take. But don't forget to add your magnesium to this regimen, because that's very, very critical at this time for us. And then finally, what I would also suggest to take as a minimum is to either add a turmeric, which is very good for inflammation, because we know that all diseases have an inflammatory connection to them. So turmeric happens to be one of the best all-round anti-inflammatories that is very healthy for all of us. It helps with brain inflammation. It helps with gut inflammation. It can help with so many other types of inflammation, tendinitis, any other issues with inflammation. So what you can do is you can ideally add a fermented turmeric to your protein smoothie in the morning, or if you don't like the taste of turmeric, you can take it as a supplement, in a pill form as well. So that's another form that you can take it. But this would be the absolute minimum that I would suggest to keep all of you as healthy as you possibly can. And I also want to reiterate that you must avoid non-organic fruits and veggies. Please make sure that what you're using is organic. Even if you have to buy frozen organic fruit or frozen organic vegetables, that's still much better than buying non-organic. And if you happen to be fortunate to have a farmer's market or a farm that you can shop at locally, then by all means include some of the produce from the farm as well, because that's full of nutrients to help support the immune system. So now shifting to toxicity. Where do you think we're getting the toxicity in our environment? Well, listen, it's springtime. What do we all do to our lawns? We want to spray pesticides or herbicides. So please, maybe for this one time, don't apply any pesticides or herbicides to your lawn, because that's a significant impact on our immune system. And pesticides and herbicides are airborne, so those are being inhaled into our bodies. And remember, we want to keep our lungs as strong as possible, because that's a major line of defense for keeping your immune system strong. So that leads me on to avoiding that as a significant impact for toxicity. Some of you may be smokers. Please, I don't care if it's 2 cigarettes or 3 cigarettes a day, you have to stop smoking. That could be a new positive habit that you could change and really focus on to really stop the smoking, because the smoking increases inflammation tremendously in the body. It also is in the nightshade family, just like tomatoes, peppers, and potatoes that I talked about in my last video, that those really ramp up inflammation in the body. So please give up smoking. This would be an amazing habit for all of you to focus on if you are smokers or happen to have someone in the family that smoke. Share the video with them. Let them understand how critical it is for them to get off the smoking, because it's impacting their lungs. And one thing we do know is that when people die, it's not them dying from the disease. It is you're actually dying because you're depleted in nutrients and the toxicity impact. And that overcomes the body's immune response. So your immune system cannot work at its optimal. Thank you, everyone. And I wish you all a very happy and peaceful weekend. And please don't forget to join me tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. with a deep breathing session with Joe Samodi at 10 a.m. Eastern Time.